song called Innocent as Hell.
I'd rather see. I see a few places I'd rather be here. Take me in a cell, take me in a cell, let me here alone there. Let me here alone there. I was there partying a peaceful day. I was found guilty, but I know I'm free. Judge said, down you go, boy. You see 5 years, he said, take yourself lightly. I don't know you. If you were sent down for 5 years too. I've never felt as down as this before. Oh, and no sex, no drugs, no rock and roll, no more, no more. No sex, no drugs, no rock and roll. Let me hear ya. No sex, no sex, no drugs, no rock and roll. I've never felt as down as this before. Oh, no sex, no drugs, no rock and roll, no more, no more. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
The band's got the kind of bad boys image.
No sex, no drugs, no rock and roll. I can hear ya.
No sex, no drugs.
The band in performance generate an excitement, I think, that touches everybody, and is ever so slightly dangerous.
I've never felt as down as this before.
I mean, I'd like to make it and be known that over the past 5 years that we've worked really hard for everything that we've done. I'd like to think that something's going to come at the end of the day.
Stay away from the bad boys, better stay away.
I love a performance side. If you can look out and the crowd is really enjoying it, no, that gives you a great buzz. No. If you make people happy, no, you're doing no bad in life, I think.
Telling you, stay away from the bad boys. Stay away from the bad boys.
I've never been a band getting into the glamour side of music or being fashionable in music. We've always been a band to put meaning behind the music.
Oh, I still love it. Just the same as I did when I started, you know. Because I went to see them for years and I really get into them. I loved the music, what they were singing about. And then now I'm a part of it and I love it.
I used to go and see them in a pub in the town. The pub's now closed down. It was called the Muscular Arms, quite a famous pub in Glasgow. Used to play there on a Saturday afternoon, and I just started going to see them. They invited me to play one day. Then I get more and more, then they couldn't get rid of me.
Glasgow newspaper reported us as being a bunch of serious chaps from Easterhouse. The band are real people for the area that have had as hard life as the people that we're singing for and singing about. What they've got to say is as relevant for Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham, the inner cities in London.
Scheme are good. They've made Easterhouse something to talk about. That's been the only thing good about Easterhouse, is Scheme.
They're not here for Easterhouse. They're a band, they just want to make it. They want to make the charts. So they can't just stay in Easterhouse all the time in Glasgow. They need to go to Glasgow to get somewhere.
When the band becomes successful commercially, it's our intention to try and develop a music business for the people of the schemes, to plough back money into our own community.
It remains a complete mystery to me how a band like that don't get any kind of recording commitment from any of the companies. I know a few of the major labels in London were very interested when they'd heard the band had sold out the Apollo, because Scheme, to my knowledge, are the only band who've ever sold out all 3,500 seats of the famous Apollo without ever having had a hit record.
Very, very simply, you can't package and commercialise Scheme, because Scheme are committed to a particular ideology, a particular philosophy, and it's a philosophy of the streets, and they've never sold out.
They're very tight at the moment, but if there were to be a tremendous increase, an upsurge in their popularity, are you trying to tell me that the bright lights would not attract them?
I wouldn't follow them if I thought when they get famous that they would leave everybody else out. They wouldn't come back to all the places they were, what they came to, because they're the same as us.
No, I'm convinced that Scheme are committed to what they say, which is that they want to produce a record, but they also want to produce a company which will help to support youngsters in Glasgow who in fact want to get into the music industry.
I don't know of any city that's given a grant to a band. And it was for two things. It was to set up two companies, Scheme Songs Limited, which is a record label that we're producing the album on, and to formalise Scheme into a workers' cooperative, and to help finance the production of our first album.
I've never felt as down as this before. Oh. And no sex, no drugs, no rock and roll, no more, no more. Oh yeah.
No, that was it. Wasn't that verse with them? No, it's just a habit of doing it. I'd keep on doing it, didn't I? But I'm not there.
No, did it, oh yes.
Go take us back to the chorus. Take us back here, Clark.
Left me here lonely. I was a pawn in a Peace Street game. I was found guilty, but I know I was free.
The Bush sales now.
A couple of years ago, we were on the People's March route, remember that? So see through that, there's wee pockets of people right through Britain knows now, you know what I mean? But in all the different cities and tunes, there's maybe a couple of dozen people that will remember the band. So we're banking on things like that people are going to remember us for the time that we passed through, because we made quite an impression on in 1983, didn't we, when we were travelling that route? We really did, and there was a lot of people that showed a lot of interest, no more than just passing interest in the band.
What days are the worst? That'll be over 400 miles, is it not? 450. My goodness.
I'm just one of the 5 million, fighting hard on self-survival. Inflation's not edible, you're an incredible.
Sorry for my tipsy. So we scared of your reality, but you make me down so low, down so low. It's time to go on my feet. It doesn't cost too long, please. It's time to go on my feet. It doesn't cost too long, please. Visions of the future.
music is perhaps not my personal flavour of the month.
Well, I love them and love their music and I love the sort of things they do because I think it's very important.
I don't like bands who seem to have a cause and a flag to wave.
I see them as a people, that's what it is, the people's band. That's what they're for everybody. You know, everybody that comes through and about here is working class can relate to what Scheme's singing about.
CND campaign for nuclear disarmament. Come on, shouldn't have to be fear amongst those who know not what is going on. What is going on? To be carefree, be unaware of the heads of state. Our life is not important to them. Just strategic positions in the walking. We can understand indifference to life. You measure your power in the life. So while we campaign to live without fear, choose our own destiny, fight for CND. Clap your hands.
No, you mustn't. Here, John.
He's wanting 3 kisses, I know. What do you do with somebody like that? What do you do? Remember him asking for 3 kisses?
I never, you were one of
Give me
the
3 kisses on the paper.
John,
Oh,
never last night.
aye, I've tapped you for a fag.
Your name, Dixie.
Fight for CND. CND campaign for nuclear disarmament. Atlanta shouldn't have to be here amongst those who know not what is going on. What is going on? Come on. To be carefree, be unaware of the heads of state.
Up now.
Our life is not important to them. No. Just strategic positions and they're walking. Say no to nuclear. Say no nuclear. Say no nuclear. Say no nuclear. Say no nuclear. Thank you.
I don't think you've ever beat me at pool, John.
They're no doom songs, Rob, by any means. Do you know what I mean? They're no black, they're no... there's a lot of nice ones, keep your head up and things like that, right? And it's definitely nice and communal, I do get that one.
Next!
we definitely believe that there has some people acted against us, no? In whatever, how minor a way, I don't know, but there's definitely been an effect there, John, would you?
Hey.
Dig that? She was talking about
Do you think politics
the
have
context
affected
of the songs. Do you think
politics have affected the band for getting a record contract or
no, are any deals that
sort of a major things like that? What would you say to that? Aye.
But we don't know who's acted against us, but we definitely believe there's somebody put the boot in somewhere.
Obviously, if you're singing about change, you know what I mean?
Like change your pound. Change your fiver. Oh, sorry. It's the housing schemes and... No, I mean, because you're the schemes, I mean, there's not very many bands in Glasgow. I've done the housing schemes in Glasgow. This is why that sort of people relate to what we're doing.
Right, and see if we hit
your Black Hill,
it big, these kind of things would still need to be done. That's what I'm saying, these kind of things would still go on.
Right. When was the last time you went to a housing scheme and seen a band play?
Right.
I've hardly ever.
But I'm sure that we would still continue that, Rob.
All the boys from Comfort now. Start with Herman, the house of the people, Glasgow jump go. In the Glasgow jump go. In the Glasgow jump go. In the Glasgow jump go. People's man for jump 1983. Glasgow to London town. So many colour, I'm low and going down. If everywhere in time to wear Rastamali forward sea. Everyone so throw that shit away. Sing some reggae. Sing some reggae. Sing some reggae.
Many people, 60,000 people visited through into it for the city. 40,000, 60,000 people with absolutely nothing. It was a pretty bleak place, it was. It was great for Waynes, it was great for us, right, when we were growing up, because it was all just fields and country and all that. Right. But seriously, when you think it must have been pretty bad for your parents. You know what I mean? You didn't see their side of it, but them coming from a community in a town where it was all tenements and everybody knew each other, and then getting put out into a place like this, no. Absolutely no recreation at all, nothing. If you put that amount of kids into a place where there's nothing else to do, they're just going to roam about, you know. Trouble, Jimmy, what was the trouble? It was exaggerated, wasn't it? But there was another side of it that...
At secondary school it was different because... no, I mean, there was Easterhouse and Ballarnet and Cranholloyd, and we used to fight coming home from school.
Right,
I mean, it was always gang fights, and there was one or two people get killed. One before you get through off a bus and get killed, you know what I mean? Because he beat or feet. You know what I mean? We used to fight with you, George. I mind it, so I did. Right. And I mean, we just grew up and grew at it. And that's...
Hold on, wiser.
You were the best of friends, big man, eh?
A lot.
It's a strange...
I'll kill you.
Most of your day and night was spent just standing about the corners, and that attracted the noise of policemen passing. The first kind of convictions you got then, if you did get convictions, was loitering. There was no loitering with intent, it was just loitering. Just for the simple fact that there was nowhere to go. You know, there was a phase of gang fighting, but it was blew out a lot of proportion.
Well, I know a lot of people who live in Easterhouse and they really are great people, but it's very much that once you're tarred with a certain brush, it's very, very difficult to shake off that image. I mean, that all stems back to the 60s and the whole Frankie Vaughan thing.
Frankie Vaughan, better known as a singer, is proving an able mediator between the tough rival gangs of teenagers who have for years enforced territorial claims on sections of Easterhouse Newtown. Violence has been their method. On the Easterhouse estate, the drummy, toy, rebels and pack gangs were first to lay down their arms and are now ready to plan building and organising their own youth centre.
No, we're just wee young boys, no, and a big guy was coming in, no, a famous person was coming in to help us, no, and it was good.
Learn to play the music, that's wonderful line. All that's coming out of our heads, he says only him and you could just sing. Learn to play the music, bring the voice out of me. But I keep on telling myself there's a lot more like me, a lot more like me. But to music, to sing along.
That's what Denny did, Heat, and I think it's a Friday night, isn't it? He comes in and teaches all the wee boys how to play guitars and such. He's good that way. I used to come in and off. That's how I got to know Jamie and I got in the band.
Young people have come through who are unemployed with nothing to do, who came and used the centre to play football and just walked in and out, found that they took an interest in this music and get involved in learning to play, and now actually have formed bands which are really, really successful, which is a credit to Scheme. I mean, before Scheme got involved, I would think that a lot of the young people, music was only top of the pops.
I mean, I was unemployed. I've been unemployed for 8 years, you know, and I had nothing at all till the music workshop started. And I think that's how I threw myself into it so much, because you need something.
This is our home now, and this government, they're forcing young people to leave their hometown to try and find work. As Tebbit says, go on your bike now, but home is where the heart is, and that's where we want to stay, is here. If we get able to make a living here, then we want to stay here. We don't want to move.
I love living, it's good here. Right, I love it. It's, the people I know, everybody's the same, you know. Alright, so there's not much money kicking about, but everybody's in the same boat more or less. There's a few that's working, a few that's on government schemes. I certainly don't know anybody my age who's got a full-time job.
Don't make the best of it. Leave all your blues behind. Oh, little one more together. Shades of skin are different, but all the same. Living from day to day. Big Georgie sang solo.
Scheme are perhaps what you might call to be like local superstars, if you like, because they're very well known in the Glasgow and surrounding areas, but hardly known anywhere else at all.
I like them. They're a good band. I know them. Just everybody's into them. It's just that everybody in Easterhouse, everybody likes them. Everybody from Wayne's to Grannies know about them.
No lie, hope that you buy. Oh yeah, you try. That things will get you down.
Walking down the street, and Denny and John could be walking down, no. It's no like they're big stars and all that away up above you and you can't get to them, no.
They're good, and they came from Easterhouse, and Easterhouse is quite a derelict area. Everybody says it's bad and all that, but it's not really.
Things they say in their music's just like this place. Just what nearly everybody thinks about it.
A good band, good sounds. It's better than half the crap's going about the charts now. George Michael and all that.
We're the people that live here, we know what's happening. And they're singing about the truth, you know what I mean? We get harassed all the time, every time in the street. You walk along the street, police dig you. who say to you, like, any blow on you, any knives and all that. Every time you're walking along the street, you go to a scheme concert, you come out to the scheme concert, you get dug up with the drug squad and all that, and they're all about to search you and all that. But they sing about drugs and they sing about politics, but that's because that's here. It's not because of anything else, know what I mean?
A lot of people think that just he says they're into drugs, not arrested. It's not true. Everybody was blonde before they even heard the scheme, know what I mean? Everybody was into it.
The drug squad. No, I don't want to say too much.
You get after them all the time. Try to harass you to make you stop going to see the band. Because they're always there all the time causing trouble between maybe crowds there.
They ain't bad guys, but they ain't good guys either. And maybe they've been turned off by that. Maybe they've been turned off by the fact that the people who come to see Scheme tend to be fairly earthy Glaswegians. Therefore, it's no young married couples or people who dress up and go out for the night. I mean, the punters will probably murder me from saying that, but realistically, Scheme appealed to the man in the street, and a lot of dance hall managers are so narrow-minded that they don't want the man in the street in their place unless he dresses up in his 70 quid suit at Jackson's or whatever.
Some managers do feel that the band bring the problems of the schemes with them, but what Scheme is about is bringing people together and confronting the problems.
We used to all drink in a pub down Ballannock called the Old Glasgow, just a scheme near here. And Rab was a singer at the time in another group, and John was playing the guitar in another group.
I liked that, but he was a singer at the time.
And it was a good friend of ours that was getting out of jail. And we all got together to do a wee night for him, and it just took off from there, really. Remember that night, John? Holy McGrath.
Aye, but before that we played in the El Paso in Ballannock, and we had this set, we wrote this set, it was about 10 numbers, and we used to do start from number 1, number 10, have a break, and then go back on the date from number 10 to date backwards, the set. And the first night we done it, we came off stage and sat beside like some of the locals in Ballannock. What do you think, boys, of the band and that? And they were, chuck it, don't keep going. But we just kept going and going, and that was it.
Aye, searching for something that I don't know.
We used to do a lot of cover versions. Then he started writing the songs, and we just come up for there. So this is. Get out of here.
Oh, this.
What is that? What is this bit? What do you do that? You'll get that, will come in a minute. You'll get that, you'll get the place, folks.
For some things. Searching for something.
Searching for something that I don't know. Not as fast as that. Searching for something.
It's the same as the first verse.
Looking in places. That's a good change. I like that change. That's good. So, what do you take me to the chorus bit where it came up? Ravi. It's a wind up, George. The noise up right. It's a noise up right.
Ready for a new day. Take Wednesday.
Waiting for a new day.
Skim have been playing with us now for quite a number of years, and the boys of the band are all very nice guys, and they're very friendly towards their customers, and everybody's got a special relationship. And I hope, and sincerely hope, that they go further because they deserve it. That is my opinion, anyway.
I thoroughly agree with Michael, and I would say good luck to Denny and the boys. They're doing an excellent job. They've got great sound, and they're also doing an awful lot for the city of Glasgow as well, as far as charity work is concerned and so forth.
They have a big following from all over Glasgow, and indeed outside of the city, and we've had absolutely no trouble with anyone, and everybody seems to blend together very, very nicely, and it's really a beautiful atmosphere, and it's nice to have these people travel from different areas up to Postle Park.
Poshos the first place the band was ever really accepted, I think, apart from the East End, because we were always based in East End really, and we always knew we were quite relatively safe because we were in among our own people. So therefore, Posho was a new dimension to the band. It was the other side of the city, it had quite a reputation. The people of Posho really loved us, and we've been playing there ever since.
Anything you say will be taken down and never used against you. We can hold you for as long as we want to hold you, but you can make it easy on yourself. Make it easy on yourself. Na 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 na. Now, still na 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 na.
But they're all great guys, brilliant, and I'm really happy to play for them. So all the band's the same.
This is Glasgow's main prison as well, and it's mainly people from the East End of the city that populate this place. The schemes that we were brought up in, there's a lot of people in here who are people that we went to school, we grew up with, that are doing time here. Mainly working class boys.
I would not like any youngster to think that someone who is sent to prison should be regarded as a folk hero. And I think that some of the aspects recently of the glorification of Jimmy Boyle, for example, have been found to be greatly offensive to the vast majority of right-thinking people.
I think you would expect him to say that. If he said anything different, then we'd all say, Jesus, another miracle.
Why the cameras on the mouth, I don't know.
I'm sure the boys wouldn't bother in there if the cameras come in, but I don't know, it's just up to the governor, innit? At the end of the day, if the governor says no, then you're not allowed in. But as long as we're going to play the concert, that's the main thing.
George's got a good idea.
Helicopter. Get a helicopter.
No, but they don't want them to see the stretching racks and all that. They will want to strap you on to take you out for a charcoal burner as well. People don't want that television. That'll just bring the image.
That's not good television. Using the exercise yard as a dodging coat for Rolls Royces, I don't agree with that.
They should, after 2 o'clock, that disco should shut down. Because you've got neighbours to think and all that.
But you're not getting a licence for the bar anyway. No, I mean, you can get into the bar and the record store.
Oh, we know. How difficult it is.
Not the best lads. That's what I say. Well, anyway.
We all say.
So,
Toodaloo.
Will we go? Will we head for our next concert?
Yes.
Right, let's go. Perth, here we come.
The band are caught in a contradiction. On the one hand, they want to have a wider audience, but they also want to remain the people's band and loyal to their roots.
One of the things that's been said quite a lot recently is that we're too parochial and that we're feared
It's Pinocchio, what do you do it?
that we're feared to move away from our roots, that we're a band that sticks with our own kind in Glasgow, and that we're feared to move out into other areas.
You're fearing nothing.
You know I'm up at West End all this time.
Fearing
nothing.
nothing.
Still Glasgow, but you know.
We played in Paisley, didn't we?
We played Edinburgh.
Paisley, fair take to the road.
We fill everywhere that you can fill in Glasgow, and there's a
we've
limit
done
to
it.
how long we can go and do, pavilions and they types of shows. One way or another has to broaden out. If we're going to reach more people, we've got to we've got to reach outside Glasgow.
No, we're no fear to go anywhere, we're no frightened of playing anywhere, no, what you were talking about there.
I mean, if we've bad things to say about us, then tell us, what have you got to say about us? I mean, don't bar us for your haul for just and blame the punters or not and blame us.
Right,
it's always a scheme, it's a man's scheme. No, I mean,
we just don't like the type of audience you attract, that was one.
I never ever like saying anything about the audience at all. As far as I'm concerned, the audience are brilliant.
Yet we've still got a reputation for being a kind of tough band.
Because we came from housing schemes.
See this, I think you'll dig what I mean, right? See the age group of the band, right? We're all men, so we're no 17, 16-year-old boys that's just out shouting about ban everything, we don't like this, we don't like that. Right. So I think there's a lot of authorities that are quite frightened of that. We're choosing the things that we're singing about. It's not just an anarchy type thing that we just don't like everything that's going on. The words of the songs are chosen dead carefully about things that we believe in and things that a lot of other people believe in. And I think they say, well, this is men that we're dealing with here. It's not just a young teenage band that could be manipulated, get them in and then gradually change them through to be nice guys. These people are obviously had a lot of thought about what they're singing about. Right. And I think there's a lot of them quite frightened of that we're putting that forward to a mass of young people.
No, I mean, we're just going on and there's no big drastic things happening at gigs where people are fighting or anything like that at all. No, and they just keep on saying, this mob are not going to bow down. You know what I mean? And their fans have a right good time. There's no trouble. So they've got to start writing good about it sometime.
The
church says we're no young daft boys just screaming anarchy for anything at all. No, that a lot of the people that came to see us are we were the same 10, 15 years ago. Just that we've grew up in the last 10 or 15 years, we've got a bit of history to sing about the schemes.
I think the most important thing that the band is prepared to do is just to say that we're working class and we're proud of it. Okay, we'll make mistakes, we'll tumble, we'll fire hurdles, but we'll always get back up and we'll move in a positive direction. And we're not frightened to say we're working class. We're proud of it. We want to make people run about us in housing schemes proud of the fact that they're working class and all.
The mainline music business is standoffish because they don't want to get involved with it, and it's trying to reconcile these things and look at the future. Or we all agree that these are the policies and lines that we're going to pursue to the end, regardless of the fact that it might mean that we won't make it as a band in the broader sense.
I think you can take a yes for us all on that one. Aye, we're quite prepared to go at it the direction that we've always taken.
I don't think you should change it now.
I don't think anybody would want it if it went in that direction.
And we would just lose everything we've gained and worked for all the years if we did.
In that direction.
And to remain true to that cause, I think it's the only thing we can do. Historically, we'll play our role in, and if we don't, then we'll get mangled up in the music industry, just like all the cliched music that's going about in that. circle. They're saying nothing. They're saying nothing and earning a fast buck. They're glamorising the music industry to young people that's on the brew. As I says, get yourself a guitar and you too can make a million. Well, I don't believe that. And it's always on the issues. The band will always be the band. If you lost him, one of the scheme.
You think we could still make it?
We're doing to stick
I
and
think
play.
we've made it. There's almost a kind of toughness about the way you express your views. I mean, very controversial as a band.
You've got to be. You can't express it. You can't express the views that we're expressing in a quiet manner, Kieran. No, you can't really. You're going to stand on toes if you start singing about unemployment, police harassment and schemes, the living conditions of schemes. You're going to stand on toes anyway, and you can't get about that in a quiet fashion. You've got to really shout it out to let the people, because the people we're shouting it out to don't even come to see us anyway. It's the people that we can relate to that come to see us. The people that we're shouting it against never ever come to see the band. No, they're just not their cup of tea. They would rather love songs, 20 quiet love songs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles band. Scheme! Alright.
Well, who's here? Didn't know I was going to say that, and they'll probably do me after for it. Ladies and gentlemen, Derry Oliver!
Self-destruct. Sitting alone in this house of Amazon, nothing was keeping me down. I should have known nothing the others was so frightened when the time came around. Just enough of the morning, night bringing in the dawning, so peaceful a world without sound. I have taken nationalities, common dimensionality, from discrimination to the ground. Was never in paradise. Just a changing position in the walking. Sing on. We can understand indifference to life. You measure your power in the land. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So what we can pay to live without fear, choose our own destiny, fight for CND. You sing. CND can make what you feel this summer. Just to be that louder. To be carefree. All right. No. Changing positions. What do we say? No nuclear. Say no nuclear. Say no nuclear. Say no nuclear. Protesting survive. Thank you. Brilliant. Well, in there. It's about singing, by the way. Brilliant. This is Uncle Steve. Thank you. Good night. God bless.
Thanks a lot for having me.
See you later. Strange. I think I've been here before. Nights sometime. Maybe not in this life. At times I feel so different from the crowd. I feel so strange. Oh, so strange. Strange. That's what's coming over me. And each time meanings are so meaningless. My mind is full of thoughts that frighten me. I feel so strange. Oh, so strange. I feel so strange. I feel so strange. Once again, you did it, Glasgow.